Here we go. Give people some time to get back in. Go. Yeah, I just had to restart the stream. Oh, there we go. Liver cheese. It's so brutal it caused my Google Chrome to crash. And when my Google Chrome crashes and it's sitting on top and it's in OBS, it'll crash OBS too. All right, I'm still getting it put back up. It happens when I leave too many Chrome windows up. There we go. Brad, Sean Smith, Charles Perry, Jim Extra getting in tonight. There you go, Solaire. Tie game. Nice. I mean, I think Bobby Witt's going to win an MVP. I don't think that card's a big card, though. Remember, Gilmore does consignment if anybody wants it. Yeah, I put them on. They are there, Rob Alt. Let me know if you don't see them. Right. I mean, it's still a good card. I mean, I wouldn't crap on that card. I'd love to have a. I love those. Probably like 250, 300 if he might. But if he might Trouts, it's 1,000 because he doesn't have that much stuff. 2020 was not a mass production year for baseball, even. I think Bobby Witt one day could be the biggest star in baseball. But the problem is, when he does, he probably won't be wearing a Royals uniform. I mean, Bobby Witt's a keep, in my opinion. I mean, I've sold some, but I sell some of everybody. What do we want to break? Chrome Mega Boxes, Chrome Hobby, Chrome Blasters. Topps Finest would be fine. Damn it. Yeah. There we go, Rob Alt. Finest. I get to open a box of Finest. This is my first box of Finest, Rob. Rob, these are going to ship out Monday morning on my way to the plane. Hopefully. Yeah, I'll figure out a way to get them. Get them. 10138. Calling out to everyone that tried to run. 2 autographs per box. Let's get you a Yoshinobu or a Shota Imanaga. I love that these are only 6 packs. I do. I love the configuration change. Oh, breaking view. One sec. Shuta? Shuta. Scooble. Lubob. Mountie. Murphs. Colton Cowser rookie. Kettle One Vodka Purple. It's a 75. What's the difference in these 2 variations? Oh, rare. Okay, okay. Ronald Acuna to 150. Luciano. Jordan Lawler. Colt Reagan's. A lot of good in that pack. I haven't really watched a lot of this product. Gunner. Arenado X-Fractor. Vladi. Future So Bright. This was my favorite set in the sales sheet. The baseball's finest throwbacks. I love these. I just love them. Juan Soto. I giggled like a schoolboy when I saw the art for those because I was a schoolboy. Remillard, Seiya, Trey Cabbage, Jason Dominguez, Pereira, Ellie De La Cruz, Finest Refractor, Brian Rashio, Anthony Volpe, Kutch, Baseball's Finest Blue, right? That was an ungodly amount of money for back then. Luciano, Arenado, Shuta. Jackson Merrill, he's a beast. Chris Morrill, he just got traded. That's the rare version. Aaron Nola to 325. Luciano X-Fractor. Mason Wynn. Autograph 1 is a veteran, Ozzy Albies. Nose in the wrong stack am I. Ozzy Albies. Ozano Albies. Rodriguez. Calzone. Captain Crunch Barrios. Matt McClain. Evan Carter. Blue to 1 to 200. Hassan Kim. Young-Hoo Lee. Next autograph, numbered to 50. It's pretty. It's pretty, but it's Mitch Haniger, numbered to 50. Good player, but like no love. At least it's a gold. Jackson Churio, rookie. Uncommon rookie, Jackson Churio. They did a little bit of gold label with this product. Jackson Holiday. Jack Leiter, Aaron Nola, Jordan, Wyatt Langford, first, die cut, Carlos Correa to 250, Everson Pereira, baseball's finest blue, Clayton Kershaw, Jackson Churio, Keston Hierstad. So you got a lot of stuff to sleeve up. A lot of pieces here. No big bopper, but a lot of pieces. There are more cards. They're like, this is sleeve. This is don't sleeve. So like, I don't know. It kind of seems like if you're grading, buy this product. That landlord is very cool. I think we're the only ones that call him landlord, and that makes it cooler to me. Head like hole. Bow down before the one you serve. You're gonna get what you deserve. That song's been in my head all damn day today.
Just got a letter. Wonder who it's from.
We are spending Leighton's money. Yep. That is 9-inch nails. Bow down before the one you serve. All right, it's time to bonus you. I'm out of slabs, so we're just gonna run it. It's gonna be $5 if you hit one that's not a slab. 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Paolo Banchero. 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 7, 8. Christian Pache. Rob Alt. Rob Alt. Let's get the uh 4422. Let's go for it. Eh, even with an extra roll. Let's roll the blackjack. All right, 7, 9. Oh, that's a 21. Up, up. Okay. There we go. It's a winner. See what I did there? I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. The name is Spin Layton's money. That's the objective here. What's up, Nick Mattiacci? Yes, I must always sing. Always. I'm a very musical people. Damn. Okay, guy. What's going on, Nick Mattiacci? I hear you, man. I hear you. Money low, infinite paper reductions. Bloodbath. I hate to tell you this, but presidents do not affect how much cash you have in your wallet. It just doesn't work that way. It's never worked that way. Never will work that way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Going to San Francisco for a week to hang out with my buddy, and we have a moratorium on political arguments because my buddy is a die-hard Trumper. A lot of my friends are die-hard Trumpers, and we get in arguments all the time. No, it's actually pretty accurate, Nick. Presidents don't control how much money you have in your bot wallet. You do, and I do. And actually, at our income levels, it's really the same. Like, really, the only way they can is with taxes. And you don't pay U.S. taxes anyway. Like, the Canadian economy is not really affected by the United States. They're not coupled like that. There's some trade, but Canada has very favorable trade deals with the U.S. You're not subject to our tax code. How do you feel about Ramona Didello? You're not subject to the U.S. tax code at all. Not a bit. There are some ties to it, Blevins, but not like to where it's going to determine about the amount of money he has in his wallet. You're taxed by Canada, though. They're not tied in such a way to where a U.S. presidential change is going to affect his taxes. Like they're tied through trade deals, and their trade deals with the U.S. are pretty favorable. I'm not saying you're not taxed to death. We are too. Well, some of us are. My tax bracket's not that bad. Exchange rate drives the economy, but what's that got to do with the executive branch, Blevins? What's that got to do with the executive branch? Are you talking interest rates, exchange, or interest? Because the interest rates would be high whether or not this administration was in power or not. Remember, inflation's a worldwide problem right now. Like to say it's U.S. driven is like prove that. I just if U.S. policy changes, what is the exchange rate and what was the exchange rate? It's 1 to $1.38 Canadian. I'm looking at this graph. Let's see if I can find a 5 year. 5 year, like in 2020 in March, that's Biden. So right now it's not that much. Here, I'll show you. I'll show you. Um, how do I expand this? But you see this graph here? 1.3, 1.32, 1.35, 1.37, 1.38. That's not a president. That's not a presidential thing though. Like like we've had all sorts of ideologies in office since then. Donald Trump was in office. He didn't fix this. Fix this. I don't know. Like it's not broken. First off, here's par. Here's 2013 where it starts going up. 2014. This is like Obama. Here's a spike. And this is Trump. This is Biden. Here's some Bushes and Clinton. I think Reagan. Like Reagan had 138. Like like I think I just think that's disingenuous when you look at this. Like yes, it's been par, but it's also been much higher. And I didn't know that information before I looked at that graph. I don't study this stuff. Politics is just vibes, man. I'm kidding, it's not. Oh shit! policy of both U.S. and Canada, but like Trump is similar to Reagan in ideologies, and they both had, meh, like I don't think you can blame it on an executive branch. I think it's more complicated than that, and I don't think the U.S. really like cares about. Well, like, you care about everything, but like I've never heard like a campaign focus on an exchange rate with Canada. Oil prices and pumping too much money into the economy. The whole world's pumped money into every economy. We aren't the only place that did the stimulus packages. Who did the stimulus? Who did the first wave of stimulus? Exchange rate was $1 US, $1.68 Canada. That's in 1994. Like, isn't that George Bush? Is it? Nice. Like, I don't think it's like Clinton. Like, I don't know that it's like I don't know if it's safe to say conservative policies in the president in the White House, good thing for Canada. I don't know that therefore a good thing for his wallet. Like I don't think that's the case. But Reagan had. I mean, I just showed you the graph. Reagan era had the same thing. And like, if it's up after we've printed all this money, if it's up after we've printed all this money, how much did Canada print? Is that our fault? Is that something a new president's going to fix? You think Trump's going to burn a bunch of money? He could. Trump could do anything. Like, depending on which advisor gets in his ear. Anyway, I'll quit lib cucking on you guys today. I will quit lib cucking on you guys today. Even though I'm not actually a lib, I will fight that to the death. Can you check how many cases? Yeah. One, two, three. I see you with three, Blevins. Harris hasn't been the candidate, but for like, and here's another problem Harris has with platforms. Harris can't come out and say anything contradictory to the current Biden regime because she's on that regime. Like, she just can't. So, like, any policy she's going to come out with and say is, well, just look at the Biden policy. I think they're all idiots. Jackson Merrill for president. I like a lot of things the Biden admin's done. There are suspect things like on the border that they've done that are not that are like no. But I like where they ended up. I don't like how long it took them to get there. I don't like how they ended up because they ended up with executive order and they didn't end up with a bill. I would have preferred they ended up with a bill because a bill will outlast the president. An executive order generally is weaker because the next admin tears it down, just like Biden tore a lot of Trump's down. And some needed to go, some didn't. It's a mixed bag. Just like regulations, some regulations needed to go, some didn't. I think you got to handle regulations on a regulation by regulation basis. Uh, Blevins, I don't know what illegal immigrants can't vote, but I see what you're saying because their children eventually can. However, you got to remember that those communities typically don't really lean hardcore liberal. They just don't. Is your argument they're going to vote Democrat because the Democrats are the one that let them in? Because I don't know that that plays out either. But we'll see how it plays out. You got to remember, like, um, parties and ideologies shift to the left over time. They always have, they always will. Societies get more liberal. There will be the occasional dip. There will be the occasional regression. There will be the occasional pushback. But over time, societies get more liberal anyway. Like, we won't always call it Democrat, liberal, Republican, conservative. Like, by the time those people are voting, like, it's by the time their kids with birthright citizenship are voting, it's a very different electorate anyway. So if that's their plan, it's a poor plan. 9 million. Yeah. You're assuming they're all gonna vote because, like, yeah, appointed. I know I would be for. I mean, what do you propose? Like, at the end of the day, that's what these places do anyway. They just normally use a primary. Those primary votes are different. Like, if a candidate drops out and you're replacing him with his current vice president, that seems to me that like the best choice you can make. And I realize among card collectors, I'm gonna be I'm gonna have unpopular political opinions. I know that. No, that has never been the case. No, no, no. It's. I was part of the cover up. Yeah, I was part of the cover up. All right. I don't understand the cover up. What are you covering up? That's never been the case. Has this ever happened, Stephen? Have we ever had an election cycle like this? I don't think we have. Like if you're referring to what I think you're referring to it, like you're saying Joe Biden is senile. But like I don't think Joe Biden is senile. I think that's a narrative push. Um, I think he's lost the confidence of the electorate, therefore lost the ability to win, so he dropped out. I think it's that simple. I think there were people pressuring him to drop out, but I also think it was ultimately his decision to drop out, and there was no legal mechanism they could have done to make him drop out. If Joe Biden had not dropped out, there would be President Donald Trump in November. I think that's what made him drop out because he saw that and doesn't want that. So it's a political move by a political party. All right. See if we can get back to cards. Jeez. Three left in the fifth. Oh, no, no, no. 15 at 150 is closed. It's closed. Then say that. That's not how politics has ever worked and will ever work, sadly. No, I got one spot left in that 15 at 150. One spot if somebody wants it. Rob Alt, Rob Alt. There you go. Rob Alt with his 6 spots. Bradley Aldrich. They didn't have a choice in the primary anyway. Harris was the vice president. She's on the ticket. Well, the ticket technically only says Biden, but it's been Biden Harris, and it's going to be Biden Harris. There's not enough time, they don't think, to run a proper primary. So go back to last night. Ted Halson. There we go. Let's see how many this is to make sure my count is right. I mean, like, it's one thing to say, hey, they should do this. Well, going forward, then put a rule in for this. But like with no rule, actually that 150 is closed. Let's do it right here. This is a 150. Like there were really no choices in the primary anyway. Like you could protest vote Nikki Haley on the Republican side. You could protest vote someone besides Joe Biden, but the Democrats fix primaries all the time. Rob Alt is the winners. Like you remember when they screwed Bernie Sanders out? Remember when that happened? All right, here we go. 1K wheel spin, Bradley Aldrich. It got sidelined. Bradley Aldrich, $75. Rob Alt with a briefcase. That's 2 briefcases on the day for you, Rob. And a 51 Bowman. Chad participation. Dems changed and accuse the other side of being against democracy. Well, we can get into what Trump did with to subvert democracy. Like, and keep in mind, I don't think it is as bad as what a lot of people on the left say it is. I think it's still pretty freaking bad. But the bad part's not the riot. The bad part's the electors. The Dem machine did screw Sanders. It's politics, baby. People get screwed all the time. Blevin, stop it. And the Dem machine did screw Sanders. Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I talk? Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're talking, Ross. I think he's dead. Right. But even if you don't use the term insurrection, he still coordinated a slate of false electors, had them sign a document they were the real electors, and then through his campaign and through people on his campaign, pushed Mike Pence to accept those electors as legitimate electors, thereby trying to flip the outcome of the election. Like, I'm not saying it was a plan that was likely to work, because it wouldn't have worked. Even if Mike Pence would have tried it, even if Mike Pence would have been on board, it wouldn't have worked. Even if it happens again and JD Vance is on board, it's not going to work. To say he's a threat to democracy right now is inaccurate, because there's a policy It would take a constitutional amendment to stop the two-term limit. So there's an automatic self ratifying clause that would stop him from being a further threat to democracy. Okay, if they had the means to charge him within the courts, they would have. Pretty sure that that's ongoing. That's ongoing, Stephen K. It that's happening. But I don't think it's going to reach. I don't think it's going to reach quite that level. Matter of fact, they could have let him plea out, but they didn't because he doesn't plea. Man, I think I'm gonna have to go to a no politics rule if I'm gonna get roasted like this in the chat. Roasted. Your boy Toasty. At least I got people chatting. It's better than like these days of nobody chatting. This has been the most lively show I've had in 2 weeks, and all it took was talking about politics. That's not the more adding my bro. Oh yeah, I gotta add that 75 for you, Brad. There is no empowered faction of the federal government that you could classify as socialism. Yeah, this site has rules. I don't always follow those rules, Brad. Like, you know me, I break them. Michael Phoenix looking really good in the preseason. Like we are firmly a capitalist society. Anyone that would, like, yeah. What's up, Mike Beck? Yeah. I don't know, man. It's gonna be rough. How's it going? Did you say something? You said I'm gonna stop, and then I'm gonna stop again. Oh. Doing great. Let's see that spot for Robert Alt's in. 11:24. My Braves went down the tube again. Third base side. Field level third base. I'm a liberal lean right now. I'm not totally in the bank for the for the left right now. Like the reshoring acts are really good, both of them. Big fan of those. I'm a big fan of what Lena Khan at the FTC is doing. I think even like Vance has come out and supported Lena Khan, and like Harris has one big donor that wants to fire Lena Khan, the freaking LinkedIn douche. But like, it's time to be pro consumer. It's time to be pro voter, and like, I think the Democrats are closer right now than the Republicans. Yeah, I'm center left right now. I've been center right before though. I would say most of my life I've been center right. The Overton window kind of shifted with Donald Trump, so I look more leftist than I probably ever have because of that Overton window. Yeah. Well, I'm in Georgia, so it's like you really never know with Georgia. Always, always. Charles Perry, Rob Alt for briefcases. Yeah, that city though. All right. Yeah. That totally got me swayed too. Here we go. I'm going to mercifully end this show. Got y'all. Go. Right. That's going to be exciting. Blevins. Bow down before the one you serve. Robalt. Dink. Blevins. So Whitey, isn't it? There we go. Tafoya. Ball so hard. I'm always looking forward to women's volleyball. Women's beach volleyball is my shit. I don't think there is a green case. Blevins. Oh, oui, oui. It's very French. Oui, oui. That's it. Wait, I think I'm missing one. Rob Alt had that one. Do we have another one for Rob Alt? Yeah, here we go. Here we go. Charles Perry. I just didn't refresh. Charles Perry. White. Bow down for Rob Alt. Blue. Blue Man Group. Robbie Altis. Gold, baby, gold. Go, 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 go. There we go. All right, fellas. I'm out. Later. Sorry for all the political talk. We won't do it next time.